In this video, Group D will present to you about Project Management Workshop for Ping Pong Club at University Utara Malaysia. So this is the core team members of Group D, starting with Muhammad Firas Alian bin Zainuddin, Agnes Siu Yen Wen, Lau Hong Sing, Nur Maisarah binti Samsudin, Siti Nur Ain Aini binti Rohaizat, and Shamin binti Muhammad Adnan Anata.
Assalamualaikum and Selamat Sejahtera. Today I would like to present to you our webinar project. Hi, my name is Muhammad Firas Alian bin Zainuddin and my matric number is 287696. Me as the project manager and some of my core team members took the initiative to organize this webinar. So I would like to give an overview about our project. Our project team has reached the decision to collaborate with the Ping Pong Club at University Utara Malaysia to organize webinar about project management workshop. The primary objective of the webinar was to provide Ping Pong Club members with essential knowledge and skills, resulting in a thorough understanding of project management principles, tools, and competence. The purpose of the workshop was to help participants enhance their ability to effectively design, implement, and oversee club activities, as well as take on leadership roles, initiate projects, and contribute to the club's overall success. For almost 2 months were devoted to the methodical organization and preparation of every element necessary for the successful execution of webinar, with careful attention to all requirements. The webinar was facilitated via the web-based platform called WebEx on January 4 in 2024 and had a duration of nearly 1 hour. The workshop consists of presentation covered on defining project objective, creating work breakdown structures, managing resources, mitigating risk, and stakeholder engagement.
In this part, I'm going to talk about the project background. The Ping Pong Club is known for its passion for the sport and its commitment to fostering a thriving community of the table tennis enthusiasts. They has identified the potential for growth and improvement through strategic project management.
As the club continues to expand its activities, tournaments, and community engagement initiatives, it becomes imperative to instill a robust project management framework to enhance efficiency, productivity, and overall success.
Consequently, we will educate them on the project management tools and impart our expertise to ensure the success of their project. This workshop will cover key project management concepts such as defining the project objective, creating work breakdown structures, managing resources, mitigating risk, and stakeholder engagement. Practical exercises, case studies, and interactive sessions will be integrated to facilitate hands-on learning and applications of the principles discussed. The Ping Pong Club will gain the ability to comprehend project management and the areas that requires more attention to guarantee the success of this project execution. The primary objective of this workshop is to equip the Ping Pong Club members with essential project management skills and methodology. Besides, also to empower the club members with a foundational understanding of the project management, tools, skills, and also principle. By achieving this objective, the Ping Pong Club anticipates a transformative impact on its efficiency, project outcomes, and overall member experience, ensuring its sustained growth and the success of their project. Moving on, we have the Project Charter. Project Charter is important because it serves as the foundation for the project and it establishes a clear understanding of the project's goal and constraint. The key components such as the project title, project objective, project scope, risk and assumptions, constraints and resources are clearly defined in our project charter. Most importantly, the project manager, project sponsor, and the team members are those who make this project reach its milestone that are stated in the project charter. The project charter reflects a common understanding and collaboration between the project manager and also the project sponsor. Lastly, the signing of the charter represents a transition phase from a high-level initiation phase to a more detailed project planning phase.
Assalamualaikum and hi, I'm Sharmin, number matrix 287295. We'll be explaining about scope statement of this project. Generally, project scope statement is used to lead the project effort and convey the project scope to the team and other stakeholders. This will develop early in the project lifecycle. There are several elements in creating the project scope statement. There are project name, project sponsor, project manager, date of project approval, last revision date, workshop scope description, project deliverables, acceptance, criteria, constraint, and assumptions. Alright, this is our project scope statement. Based on our WBS on the Ping Pong Club workshop, the webinar will be led by Firas. For the webinar to work out, we divided into important scopes into several categories, which is documentation, work progress, technical support, protocol, reports, and slide presentations. Documentation will be led by Agnes, and under this scope, Firas will be submitting the official permission letter. For the work progress that will be led by Hong Xin, there will be two categories under it, which is Padlet under Sarah and Project Chapter under Agnes. Padlet need to be updated every week to see our progress work. So week 1 and week 2 will be updated by Firas, while week 3 and week 4 will be updated by Charmin. Week 5 and 6 under Siti Nur Ain, week 7 and 8 updated by Agnes, and other 4 weeks will be updated by Hong Xin and Sarah. Since in the project charter there are several parts, the project objective written by Firas, project statement and scope by Agnes, project stakeholders parts by Siti Nur Ain, project risk by Charmin, WBS and RAM by Sarah, and project progress by Hong Xin. The technical support updated by Charmin, so indirectly webinar setup and slide control will be under Charmin, and some help from Siti Nur Ain for audio and visual part. For protocol will be led by Firas, Agnes and Hong Xin will be doing presentation and script for the webinar, and program itinerary by Firas. For report, the content of the report will be done by Siti Nur Ain, the slide presentation led by Sarah, and some help from Charmin and Siti Nur Ain for slide preparation and Firas for presentation. By doing WBS, the workshop journey can meet the set time period and can avoid other relevant and irrelevant costs.
Good morning, Doctor. My name is Lao Singh and my train number is 286171. And today I'm going to present about the cut-off network diagram. Our project have completed in 91 days. The first task involved the identify task within our group and it led by Firas. This work has been scheduled for 26 days, with 4 separate tasks among the team members at the first stage. Preparations of documentation will take about 42 days. And the second task involved the planning the project charter and takes about 5 days, with all group members participating. For the third task is the technical setup, which takes about 89 days and it assigns to 2 members and led by Shami. For the fourth task is to plan a webinar, which takes about 15 days. For the second stage, after complete the prepare documentation, we proceed to prepare video presentation task, which take about 22 days to complete. Next, we proceed to prepare the protocol task, which take about 32 days to complete it. Following the completions of the planned webinar task, we move on to the promote webinar task, which take about 35 days to complete, and it assigns to all members and led by Firas. After finishing both the preparations of protocol and technical setup tasks, we proceed to the rehearsal, which takes 5 days to complete it. The third stage is the webinar execution task, which begins after the protocol and completing the rehearsal. It involves all members and takes around 2 days to complete it. The fourth stage is the preparations of the report and slide task, which starts after completing the webinar executions and preparations. It takes around 20 days to complete. Finally, the last stage is the submission of the report and the preparations of the slide.
For our planning phase, we use Gantt chart to help us assess how long a project should take, determine the resource needed, and plan the order to complete tasks. For your information, Gantt chart has plenty of benefit when it comes to the project management. Some of the benefit is to allow better tracking, provide high-level overview, and set realistic deadlines and expectation. So this is our Gantt chart.
So this is our Gantt chart.
As you can see from here, there are many subtasks to complete within 12 weeks. And these subtasks were divided into 4 phases of our project, which is project initiation, planning phase, execution phase, and closure. The first phase is the project initiation and has 2 parts, creating project charter and defining the project scope. This stage will take 10 days. It's important to finish this stage well as it sets the foundation for the rest of the project. The second phase is the planning phase, which consists of 4 subtasks, creating a work breakdown structure, a risk assessment matrix, and a SWOT analysis and network diagram. This phase will take 12 days. The planning phase is essential as it identifies critical components of the project, such as resources, risks, and a roadmap. For executing phase, our team will make a presentation, practicing and hosting a webinar. This will take 20 days, with the webinar starting on 4th January in 2024. Lastly, the closing phase only lasts for 2 days. We ask the Ping Pong Club committees for the feedback to improve our work for the future. Feedback is critical for success because it shows us where we can improve, and we'll use the feedback to evaluate our work and make changes if needed.
For the first resources is human resources. Well, human resources refer to the management of the people involved in the project. Our workshop project has been using human resources like the soft skills and hard skills of the expert people. It is to make smooth progress throughout the workshop project and webinar project for our client, which is Ping Pong Club. Second, we also have a well-defined team structure that includes a moderator, technical supports, and content creator for the webinar program. As for the workshop project, our project team consists of individuals who work very collaboratively in teams. Okay, the next resource is technological resources. Technological resources are elements of scientific technical innovation that enable and facilitate some works. Our project has been using technological resources like an IT infrastructure that includes reliable servers and high-speed internet connections. We also use a computer and devices like smartphones and tablets for updating our project work and communications, and for the workshop of the webinar program that has been held in the WebEx platform. The last resources are the financial resources. Financial resources are the funds that are allotted for the project and are used to finance various aspects of the project. The budget for our project is roughly estimated at around 50 ringgit, which is to prepare the equipment, place, and food throughout the project. Talk about the risk identification and risk response planning. This is about a risk that we have encountered during the entire project and the solutions that we did. First one is for the technical issues. The problem is internet interruption during the webinar sessions. Our project members plan to rehearse with our teams the days before the webinar sessions. We conduct thorough testing of the internet connections for the speaker and moderator before the webinar. As for the problem of updating project progress on the Padlet platform, we will make sure that everyone doing their parts in posting their progress on Padlets. For the ones that have problems updating the progress, they will ask somebody else, which is our group members, who does not have the issues, to help them upload it on Padlets. The second one is for the internal issues or the organizational issues. The problem is, we kind of have a misunderstanding between team members. The solution for this problem is, we schedule an online meeting on Google Meets or WebEx to discuss the progress, clarify any misunderstanding, and address any concerns. Lastly, for the rest of the external issues, our team project having a problem with an unenthusiastic response from the client on the webinar sessions. Our group project schedule consultations with the client before the webinar sessions to understand their expectations and address concerns. Our group also implemented a feedback tool after the webinar to capture client sentiments and make improvement for future sessions. Implementing these risk response plans helps our group in proactive management and mitigation of potential issues, ensuring a smoother execution of the project. The Responsibility Assignment Matrix, or in a short form it is called RAM, also known as the RASI matrix. It is a matrix that summarizes the work package and the resources assigned to fulfill the activities necessary to generate the work package. It is also a technique used in project management to identify and assign tasks and responsibilities to project participants. RAM provides a list of jobs and responsibilities associated with each project participants and guarantees that each work and responsibility is allocated to the relevant individuals. This is the RAM of our project.
Assalamualaikum. Hi, my name is Siti Nur Aini with with my matric number 286793. Here I would like to share with you guys about what we get from the project that we had been held. Our journey began with the identification of key stakeholders. Dr. Norsia binti Hami, the project sponsors, play a pivotal role in guiding our endeavours. Through comprehensive meeting, her available advice provided diverse perspectives and insights, shaping our project strategies. Budget discussion were paramount, ensuring that our progress aligns with financial consideration. The president of the Ping Pong Club emerged as a central figure in our planning and execution. The active involvement includes organizing meetings, workshops, and maintaining a crucial liaison with external stakeholders. The commitment of the president was instrumental with the success of our holistic approach. Transparent communication served as the cornerstone of our approach. Before direct engagement, we sent a little detailed letter outlining our progress, actions, and addressing encountered obstacles. This not only showcased our unwavering dedication, but also set the stage of an environment of open dialogue and trust, fostering a professional rapport. To broaden our community, we utilize our collective creative talents to design visually compelling posters. These materials strategically placed in schools, community centers, and sport facilities effectively convey the dynamic and inclusive nature of the Ping Pong Club. Flyers distribution and engaging conservation further amplified our outreach. Our stakeholders, each with distinct interests, were mapped on the stakeholder metric, from sponsor guiding budgeting process to club members design program input. Our support strategies were tailored to address individual priorities. This comprehensive approach ensured the fulfillment of the project's diverse needs. In our recent group project meeting, we highlighted the significance of exploring various facets to ensure project success. Recognizing the value of experienced guidance, our leader reached out to Mr. Siu, our project manager, who brought a wealth of experience to the table. Under Mr. Siu's guidance, we successfully navigated challenges, made informed discussions, and achieved positive project. His insightful strategies shared during the meeting offered a fresh perspective, refining our project management skill. Mr. Siu's presence not only boosted team confidence and motivation, but also ensured clarity in objectives and roles, resulting in high productivity and efficiency. So that our meeting with Mr. Siu has proven instrumental in leveraging his expertise for project success, refining our team's collaboration and efficiency, so that the holistic scope planning program that we undertook paved the way for a program. Active stakeholders involvement, transparent communication, and community engagement were the pillars of our success.
Execution phase. In the 9th week, our group project has already progressed to the execution phase. We agreed to arrange an online meeting on the WebEx platform to begin to talk about the next webinar. The online meeting took place at night using the WebEx platform. Throughout the talks, we learned and mastered how to use the WebEx platform to facilitate the webinar sessions with the Ping Pong Club. The program's preliminary discussion sessions went extremely well, with all members of the group providing their ideas and views on the viewpoints given by each team members, and it took quite a long time, like 1 hour and 50 minutes. Nonetheless, the outcomes are pretty excellent. Not only that, but we also discussed and select an innovative design template for webinar presentation slide using the Canva platform. Finally, before the conclusion of our conversations, one of the team members was assigned the responsibility of creating the webinar materials on slides. One person was picked to be the presentation's moderator, and also one team member was chosen as a speaker, and a member was assigned to oversee the program progress. The following is a tentative program that is being executed. The tentative program shows that at 8:45 p.m., our team project will be waiting for the arrival of the client, which is from the Ping Pong Club. At 9 p.m., the webinar program will start. At 9:05 p.m., there was a welcoming talk from the moderator, which is our project manager itself, Muhammad Firas Alian, and then continued with the introduction to the webinar topic, which is holistic scope planning, at 9:10 p.m. And then, our webinar program was successfully done and it continued with a Q&A sessions at 9:38 p.m. And lastly, before our program end, it was time for photo sessions at 9:45 p.m. The webinar program will take place in week 12. To ensure a flawless launch and continuity of the program, our group has previously prepared and conducted a rehearsal before the actual webinar. This rehearsal was repeated 3 times, with the first trial session being somewhat erratic, followed by the second and third trial sessions until a smooth program trial was produced. The last part from me is a program executing. Our workshop project will launch a webinar program with clients from the Ping Pong Club on January 4th, 2024. Before the webinar, we send the WebEx link to our client. The program begins with a welcome from the moderator, our goods project manager, and then move on to the presentation of the webinar topic to the client. We had a minor issue with internet outage, but we were able to resolve it quickly. The online backup had already been used and the webinar program proceeded as predicted. The client expressed numerous favorable feelings. Throughout the program, they also expressed their opinions and responded directly. The client has several questions for the speaker, and all of them have been well answered, providing the client with a piece of true knowledge. A picture session was organized before the webinar program concluded. This is done not just to achieve our project responsibilities, but also to give a beneficial and entertaining experience for all parties involved, whether it was from our project team members or the client.
In our analysis of the holistic scope planning program and significant trend and measures from the data, a substantial portion of participants hails from semester 5. This observation sheds light on the dynamics of students' engagement and interest in our program. One key takeaway is a heightened awareness and engagement displayed by semester 5 students in understanding the difficulties of the planning process. This suggested a genuine interest, possibly driven by the practical benefits that recognize in effective planning. The positive feedback received from the majority of our audience reinforces the relevance and impact of our program. It resonates well with participants, validating the effectiveness of the content delivered. An essential aspect highlighted is the active utilization of the planning process by semester 5 students in their club activities. This practically application not only underscores the program's effectiveness, but also showcases the direct translation of theoretical understanding into real-world scenario. By mastering these skills, semester 5 students apply this knowledge in well-throughout programs within their respective clubs. So that the holistic scope planning program has left a lasting impression on semester 5 students, elevating their awareness of the planning processes and equipping them with practical skills. The overwhelmingly positive feedback reinforces the program's impact, indicating its vibrancy with our participants.
We have come to the end of the video. So, in conclusion, we learned so much from our team's contribution to organizing and facilitating the webinar. A systematic application of project management concept was maintained throughout the project, from drafting of the project charter to the execution and closing stage. We also gained valuable insight into the importance of technical skills, good communication, teamwork, and individual accountability. The commitment and endorsement of our sponsor and core team members signify a collaborative and responsible project team dedicated to ensuring the success of the project management workshop for Ping Pong Club. So that's all from us. Thanks for watching.